So let's start this shindig. Hi everybody. I think it's been a couple of weeks since I made a video, or I might have made one last week. I really don't remember. It's been a long week. I noticed when I was going through the videos of all the people I'm subscribed to that a very popular thing right now is to kind of post like monthly videos of things you like or things that make you happy or things that you're recommending to other viewers. And so I decided it was time that maybe I try something like this to kind of sum mine up to make it very general. I'm just calling it things I like. This will be the first video in the series. And what I'm going to do is every month I'm going to talk about one music related thing, one movie related thing, a TV show, book or book series, game, a food or drink, and something random like miscellaneous or whatever. So here we go. I'm going to try and make this short because I have homework to do and I have to perform in our talent show at the school tonight, and I'm really nervous and I need time to practice and I need to get ready, and so yeah, here we go. I'm going to recommend an album. It is an album that just came out on Monday, and that is Taylor Swift's new album. I know that Taylor Swift is someone who either really like her or you really don't like her, generally anyway, going for most people. But I bought her new album on Monday. I wasn't really a big fan of her last single, so I was hoping that maybe her new album wouldn't be completely that, and it's not. Every album I listen to always has a couple songs I don't like, and that's exactly the same for this one, but in general I think it is a very good album. My main problem with her album is that when you look in the genre portion of iTunes, it identifies it as country and folk, and it's not. It's a pop album. There may be 2 or 3 songs that can pass as a country song, but if you're looking for a country album, that's not it. But it is a good album. It does have some really good songs on it, so if you're into Taylor Swift, you're probably gonna like her new album. The movie I'm going to recommend is one that I actually just watched last night. It has not yet been released on DVD, but our university's awesome and they were able to play it last night at our little club place on campus, and that is Disney's Brave. I really, really love Disney movies. Like, I'm one of those people that really just doesn't outgrow that kind of thing, and Disney Pixar especially always amazes me. I think, well, Cars 2 wasn't that great, but even then, it was still enjoyable to watch, and I'm glad I did. Brave was definitely no exception. Brave really is a good movie. I know whenever it came out in theaters there were a lot of people that were a little disappointed in it, but honestly I really, really liked it. It was just as good watching it the second time. I really loved the idea of it being a movie about a princess, and it doesn't really have anything to do with falling in love with a prince. It takes on a different aspect of the whole princess movies, and I really, really like that. So if you haven't seen Brave, as soon as it comes out on DVD, you should see it. The television show I'm going to talk about is one that I am not up to date with yet. I'm watching it on Netflix and I'm about halfway through the first season, and it's really good, and that's Revenge. Revenge comes on ABC on Sunday nights, I believe, and I think I'm on episode 15 of the first season. I've been making my way through it on Netflix, which has been kind of hard since, I'm in college and I don't really have a lot of free time, but oh my gosh. It is one of the most intense shows I have ever watched, ever. Every week something happens and you're just left, like, you want to keep watching it. Even if you don't have time, you just want to keep watching the show and you don't want to stop, and it's really hard to stop. I really just want to get through season 1 and then get caught up with what's happened on season 2 so far, because it's just so good. The book I'm going to talk about is one that a lot of people on here have probably read, and that's The Perks of Being a Wallflower. No, I have not seen the movie. I really want to. It's not playing in a theater really close to me. I'd have to drive a bit of ways to see it, and I haven't had time to do that yet. I'm hoping I'll be able to see it before they take it off screens. I may have to wait till it comes out on DVD. If you've seen it, let me know if it's good or not. I've heard good things about it so far. But the book, first of all, I really liked, since my time is limited, I really liked that it was a short book because I was able to read it really quickly. I actually read it in like 2 days. I mean, it was a really good book. I enjoyed the story, I enjoyed the writing, and it was just, I mean, it's a book about growing up, and that's what I'm trying to experience right now, so I think it really kind of hit home for me, and if you haven't read it, you should. You should check it out. Like, if you have a free weekend or a free few hours or something. It doesn't take long to read it all, and it's totally worth it. One of my favorite games right now is Song Pop. I play it through Facebook, but there are also apps for it. I know for Apple products, iPhone and iPad. But I play with it on Facebook, and I don't know, it's frustrating sometimes, depending on who you're playing against, but it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. And I know it's pretty popular right now. I know that. But, it's fun. It's just a kind of a time waster type of thing. Basically what you do is you play against another person. You are like in a competition to guess the correct songs the quickest. They'll like play a snippet of the song and you have to guess which song it is, and whoever guesses faster gets more points. And then there are like 5 songs of each round, and whoever has the most points at the end of the round wins that round. And at the end of the week, if you win the most rounds between a person, you get more like items and stuff where you can buy more categories of songs and stuff like that, because they have like rap, country, today's hits, love songs, 80s, 90s, you know, they have a wide range, and they've got even more that you can buy, so it's a lot of fun. As far as food and drinks go, something I've been drinking pretty much all week is tea. I was very excited whenever, you know, we were finally starting to get a little bit cooler weather, because I was able to drink like tea and hot chocolate because it was actually cold in here. And then this week it's been in like the 80s. I love Texas. But regardless, I've been drinking tea. I especially have been drinking it today because it helps your voice and I have to sing tonight. My favorite tea is probably peppermint tea. I also really like anything with cinnamon in it, or maybe a little touch of fruit. So if you're a fan of tea, what are your favorite flavors? Something I've been doing a lot of, and something I do a lot of all the time anyway, is knitting. Not your classic knitting with needles, but with looms, kind of like this. I'm making a hat right now. Camo! But yeah, I've been trying to make some stuff for Christmas. It's gonna come faster than I think it is. It's attractive. So I've been doing a lot of that, so I thought I would, you know, talk about that because it's a lot of fun and it's really easy. I tried it with the looms. I wasn't very good. I didn't have patience for getting good, so I just use the looms. It's easier. One day, hopefully, I can use the needles. I can upgrade. I also really like to learn to crochet, but it's in the future. So yeah, I'm planning on making these kinds of videos once a month, hopefully, and so we'll see. I'll try to recommend something or talk about something different every month. It'll either be something that I just discovered or something I've liked for a long time, depending on the category and my time. So we'll see. And I hope all of you have a marvelous rest of the week and weekend. And I will see you next time. I got this birthday card from one of my friends. His birthday's tomorrow, and it has a hedgehog on it, and it's just so freaking cute. And then when you open it, I'm a really good friend.